So this is a beginning saxophone video for my fourth grade saxophonists. I didn't really get a chance to go over a lot of stuff with you because we got started so late last fall. So just want to review some basics with you. So when you go to putting the saxophone together to start with, the first thing you should do is put your neck strap on, the first thing, and then put your reed on the mouthpiece. You wet the reed, give it a bit of a lick on the back, put the reed on. When you place the reed on, then take your ligature, this is your ligature with the screws on it, and you're going to place very carefully. The screws go on the back side. So very carefully, place it like this so that the screws are on that side, not on the top. It's on the underside and on the thick part of the reed. So you put it down there like that. Now the reed might have moved a little bit, so you might have to adjust it. And you want to make it so that you could just about see the black of the mouthpiece above the reed. This way you could just about see the white of the reed. So you might have to adjust it. When you go to adjust it, you use your thumbs. You could use the thumb of this hand to push up this way and the thumb of this hand to push it down. So that way you could maneuver the reed. And when you're doing it, you could hold it like this as you're pushing it up and down. You just want to get good reed position. Then you tighten the screws. Set it aside. When you take your saxophone out of the case, use it, grab it by the bell and pick it up. Do not grab it around here like this, because what will happen is you're going to bend these posts. So you pick it up from here. You put your neck piece. Make sure that this is loose. This screw is loose. And you go side to side and slide it in. This part of the neck, this little ridge part, will line up with the octave key right there. Then you tighten so it doesn't move. Okay? Then you take your mouthpiece and you put it on. Now when you first get your saxophone, it comes with some cork grease. It looks like chapstick. And you just put it on here to make it, because the cork is new. And if you don't do that, the cork is going to dry up and crack. So you put that on there to make it easy for the mouthpiece to slide on. Otherwise it'll be too hard, and like I say, the cork will dry out and it'll crack. So you put that on. Maybe, you put it in maybe a little less than halfway to start with. Then the most important thing, and this seems kind of silly, but it's true, you have to adjust the neck strap. Because if you have a neck strap that's way down here, it's really low, then you're going to have to go like that to get the saxophone in your mouth. And right away you're crimping your neck and making and impeding you're stopping the airflow. So it's like taking a garden hose and like twisting it like that, and then the water won't come out, right? So we have to adjust the neck strap so that when you're holding the saxophone, the thumb goes here on the black key, dot on the back, the thumb rest on the back, and this hand, the right hand, goes here on the thumb rest underneath. Make sure that your hand is around these keys. You're not touching anything else. And the saxophone should be able to hang. Just move this a little so that it's gonna hang right there, and it comes right to your mouth. If it comes down here, it's too low. If it comes up here, it's too high. You want to make it so the saxophone comes right to your mouth. And then the embouchure, the way the mouthpiece sits in your mouth, you're going to take your lip, bring it back just a little bit over your teeth. Not like that, just a little bit. So it's resting right there. Teeth go on the mouthpiece. Right there. So let's start with a B, which is our first finger. And that's this first key. Not the top one. This key right here. It's actually the second key down. It depends on the type of saxophone that you have, but there's a key of some sort right up here. And then it would be the second key. So it would be with the first finger. Thumb is here. Hands are off of here. But you have them close to the keys, but not touching any other keys. And that's our first note. That's our B. You're just blowing through. Don't crimp up. Don't stop in your throat like that, like stopping the air in your throat. You just want to blow straight through. That's our B. The next finger down. Now we're skipping this key right here because that's going to be used for something else. It's called a biz key. We don't want to use that one. We want to use the second one right here. That's the A. Okay. Then the third key is the G. Now as we go lower, we have to kind of drop our jaw a little bit and open our throat as if you're saying, "Oh," like you're at the doctor's office. "Oh." Real wide throat. And the lower we go, the wider the throat gets. If you don't do that, what could happen is you get a higher pitch. You might get the high G instead. We want to really lower the jaw, open the throat. Low, like that. So we should be able to get those three notes, our B, our A, and our G. Okay, in the next video, we'll talk about starting the tone. And that's with tonguing. We call it tonguing. How we start a note with a ta, all right? Practice getting your B, your A, and your G. And don't forget the basics about putting the saxophone together.